think so little people nowadays find love that we want to not be alone. So we decide to partner up with people who don't fully fit us to just not be alone. And unfortunately, it has created this whole idea of how we think relationships need to be. But in reality, love is easy. Does it feel like you would love someone? Is someone loving you the way you would love them? Because truly deep down, I think we all want love. And we know how to love, and we know what we would do. And when you're in a relationship, you just got to ask yourself, is your partner doing and treating you the way you're treating them back if you truly love them? And that's all that is.
I disagree with that statement. Only because
okay,
of the only because of excuse me, only because of the way it's worded. I think that it's more so, am I doing what I need to do to make them feel loved the way they need to, or how they make me feel loved? Because if I'm focusing on what they're doing, it's already too late. I gotta give what I want. I gotta give them what I want back.
Well, what I mean is, the feeling itself, does it feel, genuine when it comes back,
Right.
Like what they're doing, their actions.
Like you're putting in more effort, or they're putting in more effort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like,
I get it.
like when I fell in love with my wife, the one I married, like I said, we would both stare into each other's eyes. We would both like open the doors for each other. We would both like, it was mutual, and it was the same back and forth. There was no more like I needed to go out of my way to show her love. Like she wanted to, like she would have probably got on her knee and asked me to marry me. The way I got on my knee, and that's what I'm trying to say. That is very hard to come across, and I think that's why sometimes we settle for an idea or wanting things to develop a certain way that we want things to be, and I think that's why ultimately it leads a lot of people to just having an understanding of individualism and respecting each other's differences. And that takes away, believe it or not, from, I think, the being in, not in love, but when you're sprung.
In lust.
When you're
Lust,
sprung, yeah.
Yep.
Because you have now a deeper understanding for that person. And it's different.
It definitely is different. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling because just that feelings are they're intense. But we gotta use our big brains, our meat eater brains, right? And go, okay, this is just how we feel. This is our body's. This is our physiological and psychological responses to get us to procreate, because that's what our that's what our instinct is in our lizard brain, or whatever you want to call it. But we've got to be smarter about it and not fall into the trap of like, oh yeah, this is love, before we know who a person is, and before we know all everything about them. We need to know not only how they are on their best days, but how they are on their worst days. And are we going to be able to handle that? And are they going to be able to handle us? Because that's part of that's part of any relationship.
Yeah.
It's true.
And with that, I would say it's more nowadays. You have somewhere like, ooh, I don't want to deal with that, and they mob out.